In 2024, we made the long-anticipated move from Tokyo to Japan's countryside to enjoy a slower pace of life and be closer to the country's beautiful natural surroundings. One of the most exciting parts of the move has been experiencing each new season that rolls around in this new environment. With the coming of autumn, we've seen the rice fields harvested, enjoyed crisp days outdoors with new friends, and begun to prepare our home for the cold winter days that are just around the corner. Welcome into the Japanese countryside in autumn. The temperatures have been getting lower, however, the start of the autumn season was a little bit hotter than average, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, like, the first snowfall on Fuji's been recorded for like the past 130 years or something like that. And right now, the start of November, there's still no snowfall, which makes it the latest in all of recorded history, which is kind of crazy, right?
It is kind of crazy, yeah. I mean, here in Nagano prefecture, I was checking the weather just before, and next week it's supposed to get into the -degrees at night time, so it is getting colder. Yeah. We do have a few things like this kotatsu, which we have been preparing for winter time. We'll show you a bit more about this later on in the video. But we do just want to spend a really nice, cozy autumn night, so we're going to go to the shops after we finish our tea to get prepared for that. While our town is considered countryside Japan, it's actually reasonably large as far as towns go. Saku has a population of around 100,000 people, which means we have a nice selection of shops and restaurants while also being only a 10-minute drive from the surrounding farmland. As we only moved a few months ago, there's still quite a lot of things we need for our home. So the first stop while shopping is the home goods store Nitori to get some cooking utensils. As with many shops in Japan, it's hard to resist the interesting gadgets you never knew you needed, but after seeing it in store, you have to buy. We were strong today though and only bought the things we needed. Then it was on to the grocery store. But first, a very quick late lunch of takoyaki as we were nearing the kind of hangry levels that can easily start all out wars while shopping. Tonight's menu is cozy Japanese comfort food, with an attempt to cook apple pie for dessert. So all we need to do is pick up the essential items. Something that's particularly nice about living in countryside Nagano is the amount of fresh produce in stores that comes from local farms. I mean, just look at that glorious green onion. Two reasons why I wanted to make apple pie tonight. One of them is that here in Nagano, they produce a lot of apples. When you're driving along, you can see apple orchards everywhere. So I really wanted to do that. And then secondly, we showed in a previous video getting this convection oven, but we pretty much haven't used it for any kind of baking yet. So I thought, all right, let's do this. But I pretty much never cook. I don't dislike cooking, but I just don't usually have that much time. Like, I finish work for the day and usually I do stuff related to YouTube channel, and then Roy does the cooking and a lot of the domestic stuff, which I super appreciate. So yes, we will see how this goes. There was a time about 2 years ago where I was trying to transition from being an English teacher in Japan to doing videography work, which is what I do now. And I just was out of work for 4 months and I was quite anxious and I was thinking, what am I doing with my life? And cooking was a really nice time during that time because I had a lot of time and I would just go to the kitchen and I would put on some music, and for 2 hours I would just really focus on the small little movements that I was doing, and that kind of helped keep my thoughts off what am I doing in my life and spiraling. So that was really nice at that time. And yeah, it's nice to give some new things a go because I've never cooked apple pie before. So yeah, Roy will taste test this later and we'll see how it goes. So the last thing to do is apparently put on this pie shield, which the recipe that I'm following from online said to do. And it's a word that I have only just heard of today for the first time in my life, a pie shield. But yeah, it's looking a bit lumpy and a little bit sad. Hopefully it tastes better than it looks. Fingers crossed. Let's put it in the oven. Chan, 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 chan.
Oh my god. That looks great.
It looks good, right?
And it looks massive.
Yes, and we still have half the apples in the saucepan.
We should have invited friends. Oh no.
I'm like slightly concerned. The recipe said don't put like any of the juices from the apple in because that's what makes the base soggy, which I tried to not do, but I just heard a little bit of kind of like juices sizzling just now. So, well, we're gonna make dinner now. Why are you looking like that?
I'm really excited. I want to skip dinner, to be completely honest.
No, we're gonna make dinner, which is a Japanese winter classic.
Nabe.
Nabe. And then we can taste test this.
Nah, let's skip dinner.
No.
Come on.
It has to cool first.
Oh, fine, alright. So we picked this one up from the store. It's a agodashi goma nabe. Basically, it's got the soup all ready to go for us. We just pop it in the pan and just warm it through and then throw our ingredients in and done. It's incredible. There's so many different ones. It's really hard to choose sometimes in the store because it's like, oh my god, that one looks good, that one looks good. But today we're gonna try this one.
Honestly, it doesn't get cozier than this.
Oh,
It
this
really
is
doesn't.
the coziest night we've had so far. Oh, so kotatsu ne. Kotatsu is what?
Basically, it's just the concept of a rug just being like strewn over a table, and then you can just kind of have it warming up your like lower body, and there's also a heater affixed beneath the table as well.
Yes. Well, you can buy the whole like contraption, table, heater and everything as a set from home goods stores. But we already had this dining table that we wanted to work with. So Roy put it all together. You can see it. He's been doing all these posts over on our Patreon, which like anyone can see for free. And he just explained how you did it with zip ties and whatnot. So you can see that. There's a link in the bio.
Yes.
So, kanpai.
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 Oi.
Yay. And I think this is going to come in handy so much this coming winter.
It's actually not even handy. It's like a drug. You just like, you get hooked on it and you just can't leave. It's just got this like magnetic power to it.
Yes.
A little bit dangerous, but it is what it is.
But we chose an area in Nagano prefecture that doesn't get too much snow or get as cold as other places. Some places like Hakuba, which is a bit over an hour and a half from us, get snow all the time, meters of snow, and gets very, very cold. But we'll probably only get snow like once every 2 weeks or so, we've been told by some friends from the local bouldering gym here. In fact, not too many days after this, the temperatures did get down into the minuses and we saw the first dusting of snow on the Alps. I don't know what it is, but waking up and seeing the season's first snow on the mountains makes me feel like a giddy kid on Christmas morning. This is the first time we've lived in a place where you can really see the full 4 seasons, and being amongst the ever-changing nature like we are makes me appreciate each day a little bit more. The time has come.
I'm so excited, bro.
It's something that I already noticed when getting it out of the bowl is that, yeah, it was a bit soggy on the bottom, unfortunately.
There's no sogginess here. It's actually pretty crispy.
Oh, really?
Well, at least this section anyway.
Okay.
Wait. Okay. Itadakimasu.
Good? Yay!
Whoa. Those apples are packed.
Like sweet, you mean? Oh, a whole cup of sugar. Half a
Don't tell
cup
me
of
that.
brown,
Don't
half
tell me
a
that.
cup of white.
I don't need to know. I don't know how much there is. That's good.
Yay!
That's good.
And Nagano apples, local apples. Thank you, Nagano farmers.
Well, is it your cooking that's good? Or is it just the apples carrying the weight?
It's probably not my cooking.
No, this is fantastic, bro.
Yay! We are going to eat, and then we're gonna go to bed, and then we're gonna wake up, and it's hopefully gonna be a beautiful day tomorrow, the weather forecast says. So, oyasumi nasai!
Oyasumi. Please marry me.
As it turns out, the weather forecast was right, and we woke up to a beautiful Sunday morning. So we hopped in the car and headed out for a breakfast treat. We'd been eyeing off one of the fancier cafes in the area for a while. So today was the day we decided to give it a try. I mean, just look at these views from the terrace. It was a bit cold though, so we took a seat inside. So what are you gonna get?
Send the eggs, Benny.
Eggs Benedict?
Yep.
A happy boy this morning. The cafe is also right next to a park with really stunning views of the town. So we took a walk around there first before heading home. So, if you saw the videos from last night, the kitchen is really a mess. There's just stuff everywhere, and we've been waiting quite a while to find some chests that will fit under the space, under the shelves basically, so we can just pack everything away.
Hide all the mess, you know.
Hide all the mess. So, I don't know if we need to build these or what, but let's get them out, let's put them under, and let's put everything away.
Let's get started.
It is turning slowly but surely into a home to look a little less cluttered now, but also, maybe Roy said, a little bit empty.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like how it was when we first moved in. It just feels a bit oddly empty.
So we're going to put lots of plants when we get the chance.
Good idea, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this weekend in the countryside. And there are a lot of behind the scenes stuff on Patreon if you'd like to see that. Roy kind of takes charge of that. Just does little updates all the time, so the link's in the bio. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.